Hi there, my name is Stephanie, and this is our Hangout for PLOM Professional Ladies Online Marketers. And today we're going to talk about the power of social media and branding ourselves online. And the two social media platforms that I want to talk about are Facebook and YouTube. And today particularly, we're going to focus on Facebook and how having the right Facebook page set up for online marketing and branding yourself is really, really important. I have Patience with me, and I have Althea here with me as well. And so we're just going to cut right to the chase and go right to screen sharing and see what I am talking about. Okay, so Patience, can you unmute your mic and let me know if you can see my screen?
Yes, hi Stephanie, I can see it.
Okay, great. So this right here happens to be my personal Facebook page. This is the one I have had for years and years and years. And so on this Facebook page, I have, you know, my family and my friends and coworkers that I've had for years and years. Throughout the years, people that I've come into contact with. And I have about 900, almost 1,000 friends on this page, and this is the page that I had started with when I was trying to market myself online and brand myself. But what I was finding out is that I wasn't getting hardly, because people on this particular page just didn't really get the understanding of how it's possible to make money online. So let me see if I can come back now. Oh, okay, here we go. So what I've learned to do is you have to create a Facebook page that will capture people who are also interested in earning online and who are familiar with, you know, the online world of like landing pages and rev shares and affiliate marketing and everything that has to do with being online and earning money. So now I want to show you what my marketing page looks like, if I can get us there. This one might be a little more challenging to get to, so let's see. Here it is. Okay, oops. Oh boy. It's right here. Okay, so can you unmute your mic and tell me if you can see this page, my Facebook page?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, okay, good. So this is the one that I specifically created from scratch about 4, maybe 5 months ago for network marketing. And so I want to show you first of all that in that short amount of time, here I have almost 5,000 friends. And then if I show you here, I have another 1,600 that are following me. So this works. And then I posted this picture right here, and I just took a random selfie, and I put on here, find something to smile about. And I've had a lot of interaction. I've had over 128 people here, at least, you know, like it, and then I've got some comments. So this page gets me a lot of interaction, whereas my personal page, you know, the one that has people that I've known, doesn't get me the interaction that I want. So that's what it is all about, is getting people to you that are going to be interested in something you have to offer. So in order to get this page created, I created a Gmail account that basically it is a brand new Gmail account. Steph Moore Marketing, again, it has to do with online, you know, working online. And so with that Gmail account, I created this Facebook page. And something that's really important about this Facebook page is you want to use pictures of yourself. So you want people to actually see who you are and be able to make a connection with you. So you don't want to use a picture of your dog or, you know, a scenery or something. You want something that people are going to be able to connect with. with you personally. So that's something that's important. The other thing that I found to be important was right here, this, you want to keep it positive. So use some sort of a cover photo that either is an inspirational quote or is a picture of something that inspires you, something that when somebody comes to your page to figure out who you are, they want to feel good about being on your page. So that's the second thing that I found to be important. So now let's talk about quickly, how in the world did I get almost I got 5,000 friends. I leave it open a little bit here because I want to be able to make room for people that are interested and kind of remove people that are not interested. So in order to find people that want to make money online, the easiest thing.
What's that?
You can do it in front.
Did somebody join us?
Yes, somebody did.
On YouTube.
Okay, let me stop for a second. Who has joined us?
It's Mo.
Mo, well, welcome back.
Thank you.
So what we're doing right now is just talking about how to create a Facebook page that will benefit us as far as working online and branding ourselves as an online marketer.
That's right.
Okay, okay.
Okay? So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen, and if it's possible, can you mute your mic so that the camera will stay on my screen?
I must mute my mic. Okay. Oh Lord Jesus, how do I do that?
Okay, so if you hover over the screen, at the top you're going to find some tools, and one of them will be a microphone.
Oh Lord, as if I'm good at this.
Okay, how about if I try to mute you myself? Let me see if that will work.
Have I done?
Okay, so I don't know if you did it or I did it, but you're muted. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen because we're going to talk about how to search and get the friends that we want in order to get engagement. So this was tricky last time. Let's see if I can do it. Oops, oh boy. Okay, so Patience, can you just unmute and let me know if you can see my screen again?
You're back on your screen again.
Okay, whoops. Thanks a lot. And I hit something I didn't want to hit. So, so what we're going to do in order to get friends is we're going to search some groups that have to do with making money online. And okay, so the first thing that right now what's happening is Amazing 5 just kind of like basically closed its doors. It shut down. So if we search, for example, in Amazing 5, you can pretty much search any offer that, so here's a community of 66, but let's go to this group right here. This is 556 members in this group. And once you get to the group, this should work. If not, we'll go to an open group. Okay, so we have to actually go to an open. These are all closed groups. Let's try a different strategy here. So the point is, if you search for online groups, okay, here's a perfect one. So this is work from home opportunities for all. There's 73,000 people in this group. And they've all joined the group because they want to work from home online. Those are keywords that you'll want to search for to find a group. Then you click on the group members, and that's where you're going to find your friends to build your Facebook page. So if you can notice on this, I'm already friends with a lot of these people, so I'm going to scroll until it says add a friend. So in this area here, see where it says add a friend? I would click these people and start adding them. Now, I'm going to stop sharing for a second because there's some rules of Facebook that you need to be aware of. I don't know if the total is 25, 30. I've heard mixes. But if you send out too many friend requests per day, then you can go into what's called Facebook jail. So you'll only want to do about 20 friend requests a day. I found that 20 didn't get me into any trouble, so that's what I did. And so you're probably thinking, okay, if I go ahead and do 20 friend requests a day, every day, that's not going to equal 5,000 in the course of a few months. But what happens is, and I don't know why it happens, but it does, when you send out those requests and people start accepting them, all of a sudden you're going to get floods of people sending you requests. So first time it was, I was shocked. I did my 20, 25 requests that day. The next day I had like 200 waiting for me that they had sent to me. So I was like, oh, this is cool. So I just accepted every single one of them. And then the next day I had the same. It was like 200 more. I'm like, okay, cool. So in the beginning when I was growing my Facebook page, I had tons of friend requests coming in, and I was as well as sending a few out. So it grows very, very quickly. Now that I have 5,000 friends, I realized that I probably didn't want all of the 5,000 friends I got, because some of those people, unfortunately, wanted nothing to do with online marketing. So slowly you unfriend, but in this case I had to just block, because when you start having huge amounts of friends from all over the world, I don't know how to nicely put this, you get a lot of different types of people, and some of the messages that you get, you don't want. You don't want, like for example, if you have your phone and you're opening a message and your son is standing behind you, you don't want your son to see it. So my block list increased very quickly. Hi, Vivian.
Hi, sorry ladies, I'm late.
That's okay. We're talking about Facebook and how building a Facebook page geared for branding yourself is really, really important.
Okay.
So I'm just going to recap what I've already discussed as far as number one, I opened a Gmail account strictly for my Facebook marketing.
Okay.
And then with that, I created my Facebook page with that Gmail account. And then here, I'll show it to you. Because the difference between using your regular Facebook page and your the one that you create specifically for this is that when you have Facebook friends that are like-minded and also want to earn money online, then they're more likely to engage with you.
Okay.
So what quickly we were just discussing was, in order to find these friends, I'll use a different example this time. You want to search groups that have to do with making money online. So I just punched in their work, but let's go online and see what other groups come up.
Yeah,
So this is work on. I'm sorry, you can what?
I've been trying to get groups that, all MLM groups, marketing groups. Yeah, so that's a good thing. Thanks for explaining that.
Yes. You're welcome. So I just put in here work online, and you can see there's all kinds of groups here. So let's go back to this college student one. If you click on it, the group will come up, but so will its members. So then if you click on the members right here, it'll list the members. So then you can go down and you can friend request the members from the group. And as you can see, a lot of these people, because there's no added friend here.
Without joining the group, Stephanie?
Yes, without joining the group. I don't think I'm in this group. I've never seen this group here. Let me see. Yes, so I'm not joined in this group. And I get added to tons of groups. That's the other thing. And at first I was like deleting them, but then you can use that to your advantage, because if you're already in a group, then later on you can make posts to those groups and use it for you. So I'm going to just show you here. I'll go to the next set of people because I'm already friends with all these people, apparently. Okay, so here. So yeah, you see how this is add a friend, add a friend? You can do two things, and that's what we were just talking about. Is if you want it in the beginning, you can just add, but you can only do 20 a day. The limit might be more. It might be like 25 or 30, but I'm not sure what the limit is because if you friend request too many people in one day, then Facebook doesn't like it and they will put you in Facebook jail.
Yeah, I know about Facebook jail.
Okay, so that's how you do it. You just add these people. Now like I said, you can just go through here and like this, or you can actually look at what they're doing, and you can go to their Facebook page and see if you like them. You know what kind of you get the gist of what they're like when you get to their page. But in the beginning, I did not do. I just added and added and added. But then the problem is that let me see if I can get back to you guys. The problem is when you're just adding random people is that you don't know who you're getting on your Facebook page, and you get all kinds of weird messages, and you have to start blocking people. So that's what we were talking about when you just joined us. So yeah, you do not have to. You don't have to be part of a group in order to add people to your Facebook page, and it grows really quickly because the way Facebook works somehow is, I don't know, it's like behind the scenes stuff, because when I send out 25, I get like 100 back. And same when you post something, and the way different people out there see your posts, it depends on who you interact with on a regular basis. They'll see your posts more often than somebody who never comments on your stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a whole lot of sense.
Okay, so in regards to creating your Facebook page and putting a profile picture up there and putting a cover photo and finding friends, are there any questions?
Well, I did send you a friend request for my new, the page I wanted to use for business, and you have accepted that. And I must say, now I have a lot of your friends sending me friend requests. So is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Okay, so ask your question one more time because I don't think I understood it.
You remember I talked about a second Facebook page that I had?
Right?
Yeah, I sent you I've sent you a friend request with that Facebook page.
Okay.
You have accepted it, and now I have a lot of your friends sending me friendship requests, and I'm asking, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing because a lot of the people that I engage with on Facebook they're in that online world, so I think that's probably a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll share my friends.
Then secondly, like the picture I used for my I use one of my the picture that I have used in all my social media thing. I used the same picture for that. Then for my background picture, I chose something else. Is that okay? For my background picture, I chose something that said something about the way what you do today affects your future tomorrow, or I can't remember what's like, but one of those things though, a quote
I think that's
about.
perfect.
Okay, so I don't. It does. My background picture doesn't have to be the same, does it?
No. My suggestion is inspirational, positive, encouraging, motivating. Anything that has to do with that is what you want.
All right, that's what I used. Okay, in line. Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I said that's what I used, so I'm not far.
Right. Yeah, because as I was saying earlier, once you start putting stuff out there, content and posts and stuff, people are going to get curious. Who is going to come to your page and they're going to start looking, and they want to see a face first of all. They don't want to see a picture of, I don't know, money or a flower, or in your profile they want to see what you look like. So that's number one. And then the second thing that they're going to want is they want to feel good about visiting your page. So if you have a nice inspirational quote as your cover photo, I think that's what it's called, you know, that background,
Yeah,
like
it's
your
cover
profiles
photo.
here, whatever's right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, then that's good. Yeah. And if
Okay.
I don't know if the other ladies here have that, but if you go to, let me go back to screen share again, because if you go to Google is really helpful. Let's see if I can remember how to do this. Okay. So if you go
Sorry,
over to
ladies, I
Google,
don't feel too
and
good.
I'm glad you joined us. Okay, so are you able to see my screen? I should have asked that first.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so right here, I'm in the Google search, and if you do Facebook, I'm so bad at typing and talking, it's awful. Okay, so if you click on that Facebook cover photo quote and then go to image, you can find anything that you would ever want. So you can go up here and you can narrow the search by these categories. And when you find something like this is really pretty, you click on it, and I like to do this view image, and then from there, oh, that's not it. I hate that. View image, it should have brought the image up. Anyhow, I'm going to try it again because it should have. Anyhow, so you can right click it from here and save it on your computer and then just upload it to your Facebook page. Did anybody have any questions?
Yeah, Steph, I did, well, mine's is probably more of a technical question. After our last hangout, I tried to go on to open a second Facebook page, but for whatever reason, my computer wouldn't let me log out of Facebook in order to be able to say create a new account. Because I'm automatically, as soon as I click the link, it just takes me straight in because that's what I always use on my laptop or my phone. So I just want to find out where the logout bit is on Facebook.
Okay, so I'm going to screen share and I'll show you, because right now I have two different Facebook pages working on my computer at the same time, and let's see if I can get my picture. So I use over here, I have Internet Explorer. So hopefully that can pop up here. Okay, so this is, can you see this screen right here, my Facebook page? Can somebody unmute and tell me if they can
Sorry,
see?
yes, I
Okay,
can
okay,
see.
thanks. Yeah. So this is Internet Explorer, and I don't like to use Internet Explorer because it's really slow on my computer, but if you go right here to the little down arrow, so you have all your messages and icons, and then you go all the way to the bottom, you can log out. So I'm going to show you, I'm answering your question kind of in two ways, because I also have my other one always running on Google Chrome. But for right now, we're going to log out here. And this is why I absolutely go crazy with Internet Explorer, because it's so slow. So I may have to just log out of my other one if this doesn't. I will, because, oh wait, okay. So I've logged out. So then if it brings you automatically to, let's see what happens here. So you're saying, in other words, that you don't get this.
Yeah, that's right. As soon as I click, even start typing Facebook and I go in, it just takes me straight to my page.
Go back to my. Oh, so I can guess. I get. Now, did you try to log out from here?
I think,
So you have your. This is your home page here where I'm on. This is your
yeah,
news feed. Then you have all these icons, and then you have this, which is your. I don't even know what that thing is, but right here, this gets you. Let's just try it on this one, see what happens. And hopefully, I can remember my password to get back in.
that's that. See what's happening with yours now with the box going. That's all that
Yeah.
kept happening with mine.
Oh, that's pretty darn frustrating.
Yeah, that's what happened both on my phone and on my laptop. So I couldn't log out.
Hmm. Yeah, so I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna open another tab, see if I can try it from there. I might not have an answer for you. Oh, I don't know where I am now. Hit something. Okay. So I don't know, it popped up. So now I'll go ahead and log out. But maybe you need to like clean out your history,
Mhm.
or I don't know, try a new tab like I just did. But you couldn't even get to find it. That's what you're saying, right?
No, that little arrow was there. I pressed it, but it just kept that little box was just there doing its thing. But it just took forever.
Yeah. So yeah, if you are so I guess I would suggest two things. If you are on Internet Explorer, try to go to Google Chrome. Log into your Facebook account on Google Chrome, and then try to log out. Because I noticed, like, what? Okay, so this little, you do use Chrome?
Yeah.
Okay. Then, or maybe even like Firefox. The other thing you might want to do is try to go up and clear out the history, and that might refresh it enough to be able to click on it and get logged out. Yeah, because I've never had that problem where I hovered over it and all of a sudden I couldn't get out, like you were just saying. So I was lucky, I guess, by popping over.
So, Patience, are you saying if I was to borrow your computer, I won't be able to log on to Facebook from your computer?
That's how it seems. It seems that Facebook's hijacked my computer.
Why don't you, like Steph said, why don't you try logging out completely? Maybe that would help.
But that's what I was trying to do. That's what Steph was just explaining. Because I wanted to log out, but it wouldn't.
Wow.
It just wouldn't come up with the
You need to
logout
be
option.
charging Facebook for your computer then.
The other thing you might want to try is closing your computer completely down and rebooting the whole thing. Because sometimes if I get boggled up and, like for example, I took and recorded a perfect video, and I took my same software that I always play it on, and it was a green screen. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me right now. So I said, okay, I'm not going to panic. I have this, saved on my computer. So I shut everything down, and then when I reopened my my program and loaded my video on, it played. So sometimes your computer just needs a little bit of a break. So maybe that's the issue. Did you have any other questions?
Myself?
No, that was it. Thank you.
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah, one thing I want to ask is on your profile on Facebook, what do you put on your profile? Not just Facebook, on literally every social media site that you're on. What do you put on your profile?
Are you talking about for your picture?
No,
Your
not your
profile
picture.
picture?
No, not your profile picture. There's a place where it says your profile, a brief description about yourself.
Hmm.
Like I had thought about putting wife, mother, and an entrepreneur. So what do you put for your Facebook, I mean for your profile, or a brief description of yourself on your profile?
Honestly, I'm not sure if I've even done that, but that's good. I like what you want to put on there because I think it's important that people can connect with you. And so if you're an entrepreneur, an online marketer, a mother, a wife, family person, and you put those things there, then other mothers who want to work online and build their business online are going to be able to connect with you. So I think that's a fantastic thing to put on there.
All right.
And now after I'm done this broadcast, I'm going to have to go see what I have on mine because I concentrate more on like the picture and the background and what I'm actually posting, and that about section, I'm not even sure if I concentrated too much on that yet.
Yeah, because I
So
like sometimes when I go on people's profile pages, when I go on people's pages, I tend to look at it because I have attended a few webinars where they say you need to give a description of yourself. You need to tell people what you're all about. So maybe that's why I often do that to check, okay, what's this person all about? People put different things. People put online marketer, different things depending on what you really want. So that's what I'm asking, really.
yeah, that you know what that's an excellent point because I as well try to find out what's this person about. But I tend to look down their timeline to see what kind of things they're interested in, what kind of things they're posting. But going to the different sections that as you create your Facebook page that you fill out is important. So on the next hangout, I'm going to make sure I have some information about that. I'll do a little bit of investigating and seeing what I can offer as far as that goes. But this is what I wanted us to work on this week, is creating our working Facebook page. So if you already have one, then that's good. But if you don't, then get one developed and designed. And every single day, I want at least 20 Facebook friend requests to go out because I want to see at the end of the week how your Facebook page has grown, because I was really shocked at how fast it grows. I didn't think I would ever max out 5,000, and I did. It was quite incredible. And then the other thing, make sure that you have a picture of yourself, which I think you said you already did. But I want you to try to do one post a day on your Facebook page that is kind of like a selfie with a positive message, and see if you can start getting some interaction on your page.
Stephanie, could you
And
take that again? Could you say that again? Sorry.
yeah, every day do one post on your Facebook page. So, like I showed an example. I won't do the share again, but I had a random selfie picture of myself, and it was kind of close up, and it was a big smile, and I thought, okay, that might bring somebody, smiles are contagious sometimes, so I posted that. And I put as a title, I put find something to smile about, I think. and it got like 127, 128 people liking it and a few comments. So it got a lot of interaction. So
Yes,
I thought
think I
that,
saw. I think I saw that post.
yeah. So it just gets people thinking about a couple things. You know, when you put a positive post out there, they're like, oh, this person's real happy. Why are they so happy? And they're going to come find out why you're happy. And then they're going to, you know, it just gets people curious, I guess. So, okay, so one post today, and you can even have it like with one of your kids, and you could post a selfie with you and your son or something, and say, you know, this is why I'm inspired to create my online business, or, you know, I don't know, just post something random like that. But this, let's see. So we want to see if you can get interaction, and we want to see if you can create your Facebook page friend list up there by this strategy that, well, it's not my strategy, it's what I learned. And then the other part of what you can do is reach out to 5 people on your friend list. So you're going to be creating this new friend list. And if you pick 5 people every day and go to their timeline and like something, maybe throw a comment on something to 5 of their posts, then you're going to end up getting some feedback from them, or at least they're going to be like, who the heck is this commenting on my stuff, you know? And that's how relationships are built, by interacting with other people. So that one thing is, when you reach out, they're going to reach back. But not only that, the way Facebook works is that when you start commenting on people's stuff and then you post on your timeline, they're going to see it show up on their timeline with your friends. So there's a little bit of a strategy to why you would want to reach out to people other than just to have them come see you, because your stuff's going to start popping up on their stuff. So if you reach out to 5 people and, you know, post something, connect with them in 5 ways, then that's like 25 times that you're going to have interaction with somebody during the course of a day. And by the end of the week, that's going to add up. Do you have any feedback on that? Any comments? Any questions?
I think you explained it very well, Stephanie.
Okay. I know sometimes I can do things. Sometimes I'm not so good at directing people to do things. But I figured this is a good way to start, to come out of, you know, if you're not used to taking selfies or whatever, you can come out of your comfort zone a little bit and try to do it. And I have to admit, okay, so I don't know where my phone is. I think it's charging. I practiced taking selfies for about 2 months before I posted something. And there's an art in doing selfies, because some of these people that you see posting all the time, and they have like spectacular pictures, you wonder how in the world did they come up with such a good picture. And I know what looks good and where I can hold my phone, and what if I go like this, forget it, I will never post that picture. But anyhow, yeah, putting yourself out there in video or on as in a photo, it was hard at first because I don't like being in front of the camera. It's all about coming out of your comfort zone and getting to where you need to go to be successful. I think that's all I have for today. If anybody has any questions, any clarification needed, or
Not sure if Mo and
Sorry, ladies.
Sophia are able to speak, because you had to mute their microphones earlier on.
I'll unmute them. Thank you, Patience. I don't know if I can unmute them.
Unmuted.
There's that one. I need to.
Hi, Steph. Can you hear me?
I can now.
Yeah, I've been more listening than participating, really. I haven't got a Facebook page, so obviously I've been listening to all the advice you've been given, and my first point of call will be to set one up and try and follow the instructions as you've discussed this evening, and try and
Okay.
put some of those pointers, you know, in place to see where I go. So thank you very much
Okay.
for all your advice. It was helpful.
Okay. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm hoping with having a brand new Facebook page that what I've explained does work for you, and hopefully by this time next week you'll have like
Ye-
500 or 600 followers, friends.
Yes, yes, I hope so. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm going to have to say that Athea has her mic muted herself because I cannot unmute it. Okay, so next week I want to talk about,
Steph,
yes,
before we go off, I need to ask, what do you do on the issue of privacy on your Facebook page? Because sometimes you open your Facebook page and whoa, some of the things you're seeing there. So I don't know, what do you do on the issue of privacy?
as far as like when I'm sharing my screen, or are you talking about what?
As people posting things on your page.
I have my Facebook page set so that I have to, like for example, if I get tagged in a post, I get a notification so I can review it. And if somebody posts on my timeline, I also get a notification to review that, because some stuff that they do post and tag me in, I don't want to be tagged in that. So then I can go to my timeline review and either approve it or hide it or block them if that's needed. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah. Because sometimes you open I did remember on one of my Facebook pages, the first one, my Ethan, please could you, my real Facebook account, I I I mean I have I joined some marketing groups, and you have people posting nude pictures from that marketing group, people posting all sorts. And so that's why I'm asking, how do you streamline such posts?
Yeah, that
Sorry, I have my gang here again. So sorry.
that's okay. Um, so yeah, okay. So when you look through your news feed,
Mhm.
that doesn't mean that when people come to your page they can see what you can see. When they
Okay.
come over to you to see what you're all about, they're going to see what you've been posting and what people have posted on your timeline. So if
Okay.
you get somebody to post and they go directly to your page and post onto you, that you can get that off. But let's say you're friends with somebody and on their timeline they post new pictures, and because you're going through your news feed and you're looking at what all your friends are posting, that doesn't necessarily mean that other people are going to be able to see what you're seeing.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, it
Let me
does.
do
It does.
Okay. And okay, so to follow up with that, if I find people who are posting naked pictures or things like that, then I just immediately block them. And I had mentioned this earlier, but when you start getting tons of friends, you're going to get tons of messages. And a lot of the messages in the beginning for me were like, hey, hey, hey. So, okay, hey, how's it going? I'd respond back. But then after the hey, 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 it becomes a hey, sexy, hey, baby. And then it's like, okay, this is obviously, this person's not interested in anything to do with online marketing. So I would just, instead of just unfriending them, I would just go to block them because I don't have time for that. But also be prepared for this because surprisingly, it has happened way more than one time. So you'll be going through your messages and all of a sudden somebody sends you a photo. And so you open the photo and you're like, is this really happening right now? It's those kind of photos that you don't want to see, and you don't want your child who's looking over your shoulder to see. So just be cautious. If you get a notification that a photo has been sent to you, chances are it's not going to be a photo that you want to see. And that person goes right on my block list too.
All right, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah, it's definitely, the online world is interesting, that's for sure. Okay, any other questions? Okay, so what I want to talk about next week is we're going to move into YouTube and making videos, and how your Facebook page is important and connected to YouTube. Because before you even present any offers out there, you want to be able to get traffic to you. You want people to make a connection with you. And that's when YouTube comes in handy, because when you start creating YouTube videos, you're going to drive that traffic to your Facebook page, where then people can connect with you there. So, excuse me, that is going to be really, really fun. And in a couple weeks, I have this. Hopefully, it goes according to plan. But I have an experiment that I want to test out as far as how free traffic works and how powerful videos can be. So that's what my agenda is for the next couple of weeks. And I don't think I'll be available until next Sunday, because tomorrow we are pulling out of here and headed to New England, and that's like a 3 or 4 day trip. So again, let's try to build our Facebook pages as far as the friend requests go, but don't get too add a friend crazy, because you'll end up in Facebook jail. And then try to post one positive post every day, and try to reach out to 5 people every day. And we'll see how that works for everybody when we meet again on next Sunday. So if nobody has any other questions, that's all I've got for today.
Thank you, Steph.
All right, thanks.
Thank you. Good night, ladies.
Thanks.
Take